Some big news on Friday for basketball fans. A date that NBA fans can maybe circle is December 22nd. Lots of rumors out there that could be the possible return date for the NBA. So we welcome in our NHL insider, Elliotte Friedman. And I guess for hockey fans, Elliotte, can we take anything from those unsubstantiated reports about the NBA that maybe gives us a sense of when the NHL might return?
David, I don't think it was a big surprise to the NHL that the NBA did that. I just think in this day and age that all these leagues are coordinating with each other and they all kind of know each other's plans. And also don't forget the fact that many NBA and NHL teams share owners and arenas. So it's not like one could really do anything without the other knowing it. The NHL also had a call with its GMs on Friday, and the general managers, like many of us who are media and fans, they wanted to know, what are you thinking about next year? And the answer, David, was it's simply too early to say. There was a big story the other day about maybe rapid tests at Canadian airports, but still, we don't know about the border. There are COVID spikes all over North America. We don't know what the next month is going to mean, and there's a lot of negative predictions about what it could mean. So on Thursday, the NHL announced the postponement of the Winter Classic and the All-Star Game in Florida for a year, at least, and basically what they said was we still have a target date of January 1st. That's what they told the GMs. They still target January 1st, but there's no guarantees. And honestly, Dave, I think that their answer was it's still too uncertain for us to make any commitments. But what guys do believe, it won't be 82 games. It'll be whenever it starts over in July with the hope of getting next year back on the regular timetable. But nobody can say for sure what's going to happen.
Yeah, all the rumors that we're continuing to hear, a compressed schedule, lose the bye week, lose All-Star weekend, which has already happened, and be done hopefully by the Olympics, because I'm sure our broadcast brothers down in the States, NBC, would be happy about that as well. You mentioned on Friday the GMs getting together for a Zoom call. What big, if anything, transpired there, Elliotte?
Well, just probably the most conversation I heard, besides the schedule or the possibilities of the schedule, was about the draft lottery. And, even well before the draft lottery occurred, Detroit had said they thought it was just unfair in a year where they were not tanking. They were legitimately, as an organization, rebuilding. They thought the odds weren't right. And then they dropped to fourth. And I think they've reiterated at several different times that they think the odds were wrong. Now, last year was a unique year, and I don't think you're ever going to see a situation again. I mean, knock on wood, hopefully we'll never see a situation again where teams that make the playoffs have a chance to win the lottery. But I do think that some of the teams spoke up and said, can we adjust the way the lottery is done? In 2015 was the last time they changed the odds. The worst team went from 25% chance to winning it to 20%. I think the league does like that. It discourages tanking. It makes the lottery exciting. But some teams did speak up and say that they thought it's gone too far. So what the league has done, David, has said, give us proposals. We'll take some concrete proposals and we'll look at it. So we'll see what happens from there. A couple other things. There was talk about this year there was no free agency talking period, maybe having 2 or 3 days put back in. And the other thing I think that was interesting was there was a report in the Toronto Star that they were thinking of opening up next year at Lake Louise whenever they do play. That's not going to be possible. From what I understand, because it's a federal park, the sponsorship abilities are limited. But I do think the league wants to do something unique, different, and special to open up next year. So they will investigate things like that.
Well, somewhere when you talk about the draft lottery, somewhere Brian Burke is doing a happy dance, because he has been saying for years now he hates the setup. I believe the last team to finish dead last, to pick first overall, were the Toronto Maple Leafs with Austin Matthews 4 years ago. One last thing quickly, Ellie, just want to know, there's all sorts of rumors that we're going to see an all-Canadian division based on the border, based on COVID. Is there any more traction to that? Are we going to be able to rubber stamp that sooner than later?
Well, I think it all depends on the border, David. From what I heard initially when it was brought up, I don't think it's something they wanted to do, but then it became possible that it might be something that has to get done. So I believe there are plans for something like that. However, until they know they've got to do it, they're not going to announce it.
All right, so lots of buzz in the air this offseason. It just won't quit, right? There's a lot to get to. First and foremost, we're looking for a starting date. Elliotte, you put a little bit more clarity on when we might be seeing that. So thanks so much to our insider, Elliotte Friedman, and we'll wait and see how it all shakes down.